Hey, this is a video on LED Christmas lights. If you're like me, you can't stand the look of flickering LEDs when you drive by or see them out the corner of your eye. And so, for whatever reason, I didn't find very many videos on YouTube that compared different brands and made it clear which ones flickered or not. So I wanted to do this video to show you the result of my research. So here, on the far right, we have a strand of incandescent lights. So these are your run-of-the-mill 100 mini lights, incandescent, obviously no flicker. Next up, we have this Philips 100 warm white, and you can see yes, they are warm white, but boy do they have a flicker. And looking at basically setting your shutter speed to 125, 130, 140 or higher, you see this really bad flicker, and that's the giveaway that out of the corner of your eye you're going to see the flicker on these lights. Next one, we have Enchanted Force LED 70 smooth warm white. Again, you can see really bad flicker. So those are your two standard options from Menards and Home Depot. Next up, we come to the step up, and these are your 100 warm mini LED lights, steady lit, 2 times as bright. These ones, you can see, have no flicker compared to the ones next to it. So that's really great. Unfortunately, these say that they're warm white. I don't see warm at all out of that. You can see it compared to these other ones. They are pretty much pure white, so just be warned about that. Next up, here we have basically commercial grade. You can find these online. You'll see that they have this little adapter here, and the giveaway is that makes them full wave rectified, which is the technical term that basically means they're not going to flicker. It appears that the previous one has a giant plug, which is how they build it in, and then these commercial ones build it into the strand. The other thing about the commercial ones, you can see, if I can focus here, are that they are fully sealed, so they're not replaceable bulbs, which is actually cuts down on a big point of failure of the ones that you buy at big box stores. And then finally, we have this Philips, and I wanted to point this out because it has the motion effect, warm white. It comes with this giant thing like this that lets you control a bunch of different settings, and by virtue of having that, you'll see there is no flicker. So that's pretty awesome. The downside is you don't get to connect anything to it, so you have an end. So probably impractical for most purposes. So kind of a look back at them. Basically, point of this is stay away from the cheaper end LEDs at all the big box stores. You're going to get really bad flicker. If you want to see, just take a video with your camera, shut the shutter speed to like 130, 140, and see if you see flicker like you're seeing here. And then the other point is that no warm white is identical to another. So just kind of the spectrum of options here. You can see we got quite a large variety. Unfortunately, I found nothing in the big box stores except this one that has no flicker, but it's also really white. So I think I'm going to go instead with a bit more commercial route and go for these guys, which don't have the flicker and much closer to a warmer white that I'm looking for. Hopefully you all find this helpful in picking out your next Christmas lights, and please do not get the flicker kind.